Hello, Mr. 0063 back for part 9 of Celeste. Last time, over spread over 2 parts, I managed to complete chapter 7, the summit, which was the sort of final area in the main game. We got to the flagpole at the top of the mountain. We've scaled Celeste, and yeah, I've had the credit sequence and everything like that, and the epilogue where we baked a strawberry pie with as many strawberries as we could possibly get. So yeah, that's sort of the, as I said before, the end of the quote-unquote main game. But we are nowhere near done. There's a whole bunch of, let's say, B-sides and C-sides levels to complete, and also this extra level that you get, you have access to once you complete the 7 chapters in the main area. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just go into that. We've got chapter 8, Core. So about a year later, hey there, kiddo. Nice to see you again. Here's the cave I told you about on the phone. Follow me. Let's scare the bird away first of all, why not? But yeah, you might, actually not quite yet, I was going to say you might notice that something different is going on here, but let me I suppose demonstrate that. See if it's actually in effect on this screen. No, not quite yet either. Okay, fine. Assuming it's going to come into play here now though. So yeah, I'm going to dash up here, I'm going to dash up here, and now all of a sudden I'm trying to dash and I can't. So yeah, now I can because I've got my dash refilled. But yeah, this world or this area effectively limits the number of dashes we've got to the 2. We've still got our let me just do that again. So we've still got our mad line and bad line kind of double dash, but that's it. Once we've used the 2 in a particular screen, then we can't use them again on that screen unless we collect a dash refresher. Then of course we can. But yeah, at this point in time, I have no dash available. Now I've transitioned to a new screen. I've got them back, and again I can't use anything now. But if I go back off here, I can dash again in here and again. But yeah, it's going to add an interesting new twist to chapter 8. What is this place? This passage leads to the centre of the mountain. You said you wanted to come back and explore deeper. Doesn't get any deeper than this. Be careful though. When you get this close to the heart of the mountain, its power will start affecting you differently. Yeah, I already noticed some of that. Good luck in there. Talk to you again. Where's that other part of you? I don't know, I expected her to show up by now. Maybe I've changed and she's not part of me anymore. Or maybe you've grown together. Maybe it's not so easy for the mountain to separate you now. I'd wager she's still with you, in some form. I like that theory better. Still wish I could talk to her though. Do you keep in touch with Theo? Yeah, he spent the summer in Vancouver. We got to spend some quality time together. What's he up to these days? He's back in California with his family now. He wants to be around while his sister finishes law school. Sounds pretty intense, but he wants to be there to support her. He seems like a nice young man. So I like that we get some sort of extra detail here. I've lost my dashes now. Some extra detail here about all the other characters. You know, sort of just almost kind of yeah, just to hear what's going on about a year later. And yeah, Theo's apparently doing well. It's been a while. How have you been? Well, same old, same old. And in my case, that's pretty old. I'm not getting any younger, that's for sure. Some days just keeping the lights on can take all my energy. The mountain still keeps me sharp though. I'm not ready to give up the ghost anytime soon. I'd expect no less from you. Take care of yourself. Okay, and we're done. And I don't know whether I can actually... Okay, I don't need to dash at this point in time. But yeah, let's progress on. And you might have seen there's sort of 4 shimmers. You can probably see the hearts there as well. I couldn't actually get into this area if I'd got through Chapter 7. I believe Chapter 8 would have unlocked, but I wouldn't have been able to get any further than this. But yeah, you only need to have collected 4 crystal hearts out of the 7 available to unlock this area. We'll see, come back to this area for like B-side and C-sides later on and see how many crystals we might need for that. But yeah, we actually only need 4 crystal to have collected 4 crystal hearts in Chapters 1 in each of them, Chapters 1 to 7, in order to actually be able to access this area. So, interesting. Okay, and now we are truly getting into the core proper, and we get introduced to this gimmick right off the bat, where we've got this sort of... I don't even know how to describe this effect, but basically we can cling onto the wall and we can rush up it. So yeah, that's going to be in use all over the place now. You can use it to get a lot of momentum as well. So if you start fairly low down on one of those walls and rock it up, then you'll get a lot more momentum than if you just start at the top of the screen. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting mechanic to play around with. And whoops, didn't see the spring there. And as we sort of be expected with an area like this, where we're going to have to sort of almost, where we effectively have a 2 dash limit, there are going to be lots of dash refreshers all over the place, because yeah, we're going to have to get through fairly long screens, and yeah, sometimes it's going to be impossible without obviously refilling a dash. So yeah, expect to see dash refreshers all over the place. We get introduced to this. Wow, we get introduced to that platform over there, and I probably did it wrong, so I probably want to... Am I doing something wrong here? That's a bit better. Yeah, so I've dashed through the dash refresher there, so I can make it on top of this block, and then I've got another dash so I can climb this wall. I think actually the other way you're supposed to probably do that is that I could show that off, possibly. Yeah, let's die and show that off again. So I actually assume what you're possibly meant to do is grab the right-hand edge of this ledge, yeah, and then do that. But ultimately, the other way I did it actually worked. I just hadn't twigged actually fully enough, but yeah, you could cling onto the right and using momentum that way. But yeah, either way is actually fine, and yeah, fine. Let's move on. Don't need that. I don't know what I'm doing. So here we get to see the use of the again this stuff here. So I'm a bit low down. I'm a bit high up here, so I'll get a bit high up, I was a bit high up there, so I'll get a bit lower down, and then I can get a bit more momentum. So let's just briefly head off over to the left-hand side and see that there is a strawberry over there that I'm going to need, that I'm going to want. There are only 5 in this level, so I'd say there aren't, yeah, there are not too many to go collecting. But at the moment, I can't get anywhere near it. We've seen this sort of bouncing icon before in Chapter 6. At the moment, it's red hot. And yeah, if I touch it while it's in its current state, then yeah, we're just going to die. Also, these fireballs are death as well. I'm not going to bother dashing into that because yeah, that probably goes without saying. So yeah, we have to find some way of getting around. I think we probably already hit. I've already hit a fireball before anyway, so now you've definitely seen me hit a fireball. But I think I already hit one on the previous couple of screens or whatever ago as well. So yeah. I'm doing my best here to try and conserve a dash where possible, but I'm not actually sure I strictly need to, but let's try and do that. I don't actually think I need... No, looking at the block here, and the fact that I could get up there, yeah, I could have easily just dashed up there and got through, but no, well. Again, not completely familiar with all the layouts, not quite sure whether I need to conserve dashes or double dashes or whatever, but yeah. Fireball's clearly in our way. So this one requires some decent timing. Grab the right-hand edge of that and get flung over. Cling to this wall, grab this, get some momentum, and dash through. Nice. There was also a wall there if I didn't manage to get that high up, so I could have clung to this and gone up. So that would have been a nice sort of safety net had I messed up previously. But oh well, managed to pull it off quite nicely. I'm going to dash there. Probably didn't need to dash there either, but no, still fine. Let me think. I'm going to get on the right-hand edge of that. Oh, well, I'm going to try, but I'm going to diagonal dash and I'm going to screw it all up. Okay, cool. Right, so now we've hit this icon, and you can see that now all of a sudden all the fireballs, fire blocks, fire pillars that's sort of blocking or lava that's blocking our way has turned to ice. So yeah, it provides an extra sort of nice sort of twist to this whole area. This is going to screw me over out. Is it? No. I need to. No. Yeah. I couldn't go back with the ice on, so I needed to come up to this area, and yeah, we'll find a way to get down to the left-hand side in just a moment. That was terrible. And I also have a dash as well, so I don't know what the hell I was even bothering doing there. I could have played that much more conservatively, and a refill here as well. But yeah, now we get don't think that's very good. No, going to need both dashes there, but at least there's a double dash replenisher here. But yeah, we've previously been mucking around with fire, and now we get to muck around with an ice gimmick. And yeah, it provides a very nice challenge, or very nice difference between fire and ice in this level. So yeah, now we couldn't previously go back with the ice because it was on the right hand side of the previous screen because there was an ice pillar that was blocking us. But yeah, effectively we had to go all the way over to the left hand side, or sorry, all the way over to the right hand side of this area, because we've got a long way to the right now here. And yeah, all for ultimately getting getting the ice icon to get rid of the fire. So yeah, that's going to kill me, isn't it? Yeah. Again, trying to like conserve like dashes where possible here, but maybe I don't need to be. I'm thinking like the difficulty gonna spike, like for example in like maybe the B sides and C sides, but actually it looks like for maybe even the A side of core, or just the regular game or regular main part of it. But I actually probably don't need to be quite so picky with with trying to preserve my dashes and everything like that. So let's figure out this one. We'll get over onto this icon now, which again with the ice is now in a position where I can actually bounce off it. So we'll get it to bounce on the left hand side. We'll go all the way up here, collect all these, and then we've still got a single dash left, and we can get over here. Nice. Pull that off first go, and I'm pretty pleased about it. Some interesting kind of a bit of a tricky section actually, this, because there's not a lot of room to get up here. And it looks like they're slow moving and everything like that. But yeah, or maybe I don't know if I'm like trying to do this in a silly way. Maybe something like that actually would be a lot easier and a lot quicker. But yeah, no, yeah, maybe I'm trying to do that the wrong way. Okay, oh well. Anyway, let's hit the fire icon and climb up here. And actually, I want to switch that back and turn it back to ice. Do I not? No, I don't. Okay, not at the moment. Then obviously that icon is one that actually goes away, and I need to go find another icon that's actually going to turn the ice back. Because yeah, with the ice, these are walls that are labelled that actually enable you to or just allow you to go up them are not there. So I have got a double dash refresher there. Never mind, I'm being an idiot. Yeah, we don't without the whoops. Now I'm a bit stuffed, I think. Without a dash, yeah, I'm a bit stuffed here now. Without the fire on or without the ice on, we don't have the ability to climb the walls, so we're a bit limited in that regard. That's terrible. I don't know why I decided to actually go on the right-hand side here. I mean, ultimately they're symmetrical, but I'm just sort of thinking from my own sort of personal way of playing these games, whether I'd normally sort of go left to right. So, not quite sure why I chose to go up the left side, right side there. But anyway, I missed that. That's a bit annoying. Okay, there's a dash refresher. Good, so I don't have to kill myself if I mess this up. So, whoops! Wow, that's terrible. So let's maybe get on the right-hand side of this platform and get a lot of extra height. So then we'll go up and hit the ice one. We'll have to go and refresh our whoops. Are you? Oh wow. Okay. Well, there's a perfectly good explanation of what not to do there. Do not make sure you do not hit either of the little icons on the floor when you drop back down. So yeah, you want to probably just sort of tap this and go under it, yeah, to get away from that icon. Because yeah, you do not want to hit that clearly. Oh, that's annoying, but managed to rectify the situation. Good. Okay, we're going to dash up there. We're going to hopefully not mess up horribly there. I need to. It looked like I was going to run out there, but, or run out of my or not know where to go really. But as soon as I hit the fire there, yes. As soon as I hit the fire there, I would have. The ice wall went away, and again I activated the wall that allowed me to climb or just zoom up the wall. So yeah, no real problem there. It looked like it was impossible, but as I say, once you get rid of the ice and put the fire on, then it's fine. Oh, not convinced. Okay, again, I think I probably had to do way too much too quickly there. I got back to a dash refresher. Didn't even need it in the end, but again, it's there if you need it. So yeah, this area up here was previously blocked off by fire. So yeah, go to the screen on the right-hand side, activate the ice, and then we can actually get up into this area. And hopefully getting this strawberry does not take me ages, because yeah, first time playthrough this did take literally ages. I was having an absolute nightmare getting bouncing off these things in just not helpful directions and everything. and it can still be, yeah, well, that one seems to like phase through it somehow. But yeah, I'm trying. I think I'll probably when I get to the right hand side now use a dash. But yeah, I'm obviously quite aware that quite aware that I want to preserve my dashes as much as possible, because trying to pull off like getting out of this area with bleed now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in big trouble. Yeah, okay. Trying to pull off. You can do it, but trying to pull off getting out of this area without any dashes is kind of tricky. So yeah, I want to use one. Yeah, now and then. Yeah, no, let's see if we can pull it off. Probably will be able to do. Yeah, you're wonderful. Not going to complain. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, ideally I would like to preserve at least one dash so I can get out of there a bit easier. But I messed up on the right hand side. Pretty much needed to use a dash to sort of reset myself, and still managed to pull it off anyway. So yay! Clearly you can do it, as I previously said, without any dashes left at the end. I don't think I've done this very well. I've got no dashes left either, but we're okay. Don't need a dash for the end. Cool. Okay, over to that platform. Hit the spikes, lovely. So yeah, at some point in time we're going to get a sort of a lot of areas where we're going to be switching between fire and ice fairly regularly. So that's bad all over. I don't even know what I was thinking there. Clearly I need... No. I'm going to reset that screen because that's just awful. I need to get over to that ledge without having used it. Actually, I don't think I do, because there's a dash refresher there anyway, so never mind. In fact, just to make things easy for myself, let's actually just do that. Well, easy for myself in theory. Thank you. And then mess up that jump. Fantastic. But we are getting into some, I feel like, quite tricky and intricate gameplay here. This is this is not easy by any stretch of the imagination, and that I have messed up colossally. So you see there's a strawberry up there, and yeah, in order to get that, I need to preserve my 2 dashes at the end, or have 2 dashes to be able to get off of the ice block here. So, or preserve 1 dash. Sorry. In order to make that, yeah. If you land over here, then you've got no chance, because you're gonna have needed to use dashes to get over here, and you've got no way of resetting the screen. As soon as you go up here, then you can't obviously get back down because there's a bridge or whatever, or floor in your way. So if you miss that first time round, then you've missed the strawberry. So yeah, have to do that in one go, and you have to be fairly cute and careful about where you dash and where you don't. Moving on, I think I see. Well, yeah, I can see lots of dash refreshers here, so I'm not going to be overly cautious on this area. Wow. Okay, I was expecting to have collided with one of these ice platform things, and yeah, didn't. Well, like that at the bottom. So you have to be pretty much on the top of these things, otherwise you will take a hit. But yeah, I thought I'd messed that up quite substantial, by quite some way. So nah. Anyway, what you have to do is for this bit you have to go up and get the fire icon. If you don't, this strawberry is encased, I think, in ice. So yeah, you actually need to have. I'll just get this platform out of the way and just show you there's nothing in there. But yeah, I could go back to the left-hand side and do a bit more over there, but I mean, frankly, it's not really worth it. I've now used all my dashes, so I'm hopeful I can still get out of here. Yep, cool. So we'll just drop down on the right-hand side. And yeah, I mean, the end of the screen's not much further past where I collected that icon anyway. All I would have needed to do is just grab the right-hand side of that fire block and have it fling me over to the right-hand side. So didn't miss much there. And I think that's 4 of the strawberries. So yeah, we're making some fairly decent progress. Good. That screen can be a bit awkward, and I'm pleased to have that done. And now we get to a chase section. So, yay! I like this section quite a lot. You have to go quite quick. You can't dilly-dally around very much at all. And for the most part, I'd say it's a lesson in keeping your dashes where possible. Again, not all the time, but for the most part, that's what you're going to want to do. Need to get that down low, because yeah, now I'm a bit stuffed. Yeah, I didn't have any dashes left, and I was too high up on that platform that I couldn't quite get the momentum to get me up high enough, so that was a bit irritating. But yeah, I think I probably messed up there in terms of like I don't know about dash preservation. I don't think we can actually do so here, so I think we're sort of at the mercy here pretty much of just this wall here. But yeah, you can also, which I've been failing to do, just go and hit the ice here, you can also like press jump when you're sort of on the wall, on the wall that's that gives you a boost up, and you will get a little bit of extra height as well. I don't know why I dashed there; that was just stupid. Yeah, I'd recommend that as well. And I think that's probably what I should have been doing, frankly, from the go before. Somehow I seem to have lost my second dash there. I'm not quite sure what happened. And this screen's obviously proving quite difficult for me at the moment. Don't really know why. There's more than enough platforms, more than enough dashes, refills as well. Should be, to be honest, fairly straightforward. Like that. Oops. Yes, of course you can't. Yeah, and there are some ice walls that you can sort of climb, and some that you can't. So knowing which ones you can and can't is going to be crucial. I had no dashes left there. That was irritating. But yeah, I don't know if it sort of seems immediately obvious what those are. I should have a dash here. Yeah, thank you. Good. I think we're getting near the top now as well. There's a little bit more after this climb, but as you sort of perhaps can expect with the sort of an area. What am I doing with an area of this sort of nature? A climb like this usually signifies that we're getting close to the end of the level, so I think that's how that's going to be the case as well. Some good timing here. Don't mess up. Good. Okay, let's preserve a dash as far as possible. We're not going to have any for this bit. We're going to need to use the ice platforms. A bit better than that. So yeah, one dash for there, and another dash for the next bit. So yeah, we are going to be out of dashes when we come to this bit, but oh well. Oh, so I did not mean to step on that. But we are going to refill our... Hopefully, if I'm quick enough... Oh my goodness. Just about. I think we're approaching... I think this is the last screen of this... Oh, that's terrible. Of this climb. I think I've been wrong before on other levels, so yeah, I could well be wrong here. I don't know. That's wrong. That's wrong. So yeah, a bit of an awkward strawberry to get. This will be a much easier level to just get out of normally, but with getting the strawberry, you need to conserve your dashes quite well, and you also need to pull off a fairly decent manoeuvre on this wall here. I've missed the strawberry. Are you actually kidding me? I think I might have even managed to conserve 2 dashes there somehow, so I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, okay. Remember, key message is actually make sure you collect the bleeding strawberry. That would be helpful. So I'm only going to have 1 dash here this time. But oh yeah, because the problem I've got there, I would love to keep 2 dashes. The problem I've got there is I want to grab. I guess I could actually, if it reforms. That's a possibility, or if I'm very quick. But yeah, the problem is grabbing the strawberry, because I need to almost cling back to the wall rather than the block. Because if I cling to the block, it's as you saw there, it's going to disappear, and then I've got nothing to stand on. I need to wait for it to reform. If the lava wasn't quite so quick there, or I wasn't perhaps quite so slow, then I might be able to pull that off. But because now, or maybe that's the way of doing it. Getting it initially, and then yeah, I think I had another dash ready there as well, so cool. No, we're not done. How about that? We've still got more. Okay, I have misremembered everything. And that was terrible. I think we are still approaching the end of this though, so I don't think we've got too much longer. But yeah, once again, misremembering everything that's going on. That's not very good at all, but might just be salvageable. And it should be from here. Yes. Okay, that felt pretty bad, but it was actually salvageable. And now we have a horizontal scrolling one. So I was aware this was coming. So I was like, oh god, not no dash. So I wasn't like, okay, yeah, we're definitely toward the end here. And I love this sort of horizontal scrolling one with the fire ice difference. So every time the ice sort of comes down from the ceiling, the fire comes up, or lava, or whatever you want to call it, comes up from the floor. And it's a very nice contrast between keeping both the fire and the ice at bay. So yeah, I like this section quite a lot, and it's not too tricky either. Personally, I don't know why I dashed there. I definitely do not want to dash there. I've got no chance. I feel like I've got no chance at this point in time. Yeah. But yeah, let's not dash at the beginning. Let's just yeah, use the. I might at this point in time just to try and get across a bit quicker. Yeah. Hopefully that is the edge of the screen. If there's any more I've got to do, then I'm in trouble. But no, cool. Okay. Ah, dang it. I think I started the screen off there very quickly, so that's absolutely terrible. So nah. Let's get a little bit more momentum, shall we? Thank you. Dang it. Oh no, that's actually not what I intended to do, but it was salvageable, and then I missed the ice platform at the end there. That was bad. So I only really intended to use one dash to get over there, but no, clearly I'm using two, and I'm still able to pull it off. So yeah, fine. I'll take that. Oops. Ah, dang it. And then we're incorporating the feather into this gimmick as well, which again is kind of nice. Particularly with the switching between the fire and ice. There's lots of feathers around to collect, so yeah, don't have to be I'd say too cute with the or too precise with the feathers at certain points clearly, but yeah, as long as you sort of keep just really heading right, you're sort of almost going to naturally just find the pin or the correct paths through, and we're good. Cool. And I think this then brings us to the end. Switch that to ice. Let's use two dashes there, incredibly stupidly, because I'm probably going to need them. Let's try and preserve some dashes as best as possible by yeah, we've got more than enough time, I think, with this yeah, with this ice at fire thing. So yeah, let's actually let's be stupid and just fall through the platform there. Yeah, let's that's terrible timing. That's even worse now. Let's try and preserve the dashes as best as possible. Although yeah, let's use another two. Why not? Is this still salvageable? Don't think it is now, but no. Well, it still may have been, but yeah. The timing to get up to that first block is a little bit of a thing. I'm not sort of starting out right at the beginning, and that's what's messing me up. That's bad. That's bad. In fact, look, I don't even need to be anywhere near that cute. So now I'm in trouble here. I'm actually going to use a dash just to save myself. I'm actually going to use another one now, and I might still be able to get through this. I think I still could have if I hadn't messed that up. Clearly the last screen here wants to... Oh yeah, clearly I'm having a lot of problems with the last screen. I feel like I'm getting stuffed up with this block transition thing here. Although the lava doesn't look like it's rising until actually set off. So the thing I need to do is wait for to wait out the timing for the first block to actually be in my favour. That's terrible. Why? Oh dear, I'm absolutely sucking on what is, I think... The pretty much the last screen of the area. Could have been done with this quite some time ago. Right, that's better. Now I'll use a dash there at the end just to get some extra speed. But yeah, the cassette here, the B-side unlocked, is pretty much unmissable in this area. I think you probably need it as well to get into the bubble to dash over there as well. Anyway, so yeah, don't have to go looking per se for a. For the B-side unlock tape recorder. And yeah, that does indeed bring us to the end of this area. So we've got this sort of very nice space setting. This is it. Now, by the way, our dash does refill. This is what's at the centre of all this, and I guess I'll show off now. We have screen warping as well, so we cannot die here. There is no bottom to this bit. In fact, I don't think we could have done really so much here anyway with that. I showed it off probably a bit too early, but anyway. It's so empty and vast. But yeah, we've obviously got just endlessly looping screens. Yet it feels nostalgic somehow. And peaceful. And keep going to the right. And up. Yeah, I actually had to, because I'd used both my dashes there and hadn't landed back on a block, I actually had to boing off of the crystal heart there in order to actually get my my dash back. So I would have had to dash into the crystal, but I didn't have any because I'd used them all and hadn't landed back on a platform. So yeah, that's why I boinged off the crystal heart there. Anyway, Heart of the Mountain. Crystal heart in Chapter 8 attained. And that is indeed Chapter 8. Clear. With a lovely little peaceful image there of Madeline / Badeline clutching the heart. So there we go, the heart, 5 strawberries, and the B-side cassette. So yeah, I think I'll probably leave that there for this time. It'll be going on for about half an hour by the time I've signed off. That is the main the main chapters and everything like that. So there's nothing else now. So we have got we've completed the 8 chapters. So there's obviously still a fair way to go. I've got to do the B sides and the C sides. I've also got to do the Pico 8 prototype Celeste game or whatever. So I'll be doing those a bit later. But I thought, for the main sort of 8 chapters, I'd sort of keep them as they are now. And yeah, I guess next time we'll probably do the B sides. I figure I'll probably perhaps try and bundle in the prototype Pico 8 thing with a couple of C-side screens, because I feel like that's probably the prototype thing might take me a bit of time, but I feel like I can also perhaps do a couple of things afterwards. The B-sides, I've got sort of almost not really any preconceptions about how long they might take to actually complete, because I say basically what the B-sides are I feel like they're maybe slightly less in length than the regular the main chapters, although it might be wrong there. They might be around about the same screens, but they are in effect just much harder versions. So yeah, they're going to take quite a bit of time to complete. The C-sides even perhaps more harder, but as I said in some earlier part, they're only about 3 screens per C-side. So yes, they are difficult, and some of them are brutally difficult. There are only 3 screens of them, so I'm hoping I might be able to do a few more. Then yeah, if I get to the point where I'm only clearing 1 C-side chapter per video, then I'm doing pretty bad. Let's put it that way. But yeah, so I thought I'd chuck in the Pico 8 Celeste game in with some of the C-side ones, and yeah, so we'll leave that for later. And of course, C-side is a silly one to do without having completed all the main chapters and the B-sides. In fact, the C-sides haven't even unlocked at the moment yet. So yeah, I'll leave it there, and next time we'll be picking up some of the B-sides. Again, no idea if I'll end up doing 1 or 2, or possibly even more. I doubt it per video, but I'm hoping I can maybe get 2 in, because I'm not going to have any much dialogue or cutscenes or anything to get through. So yeah, I'm hopeful I might be able to get a couple in per video. Although again, that might change when you get to chapter 5, 6, and 7 B-sides, which again are long areas, and of course are now going to be much more difficult as well. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'll leave it there, and next time we'll be picking up with some of the B-sides. So hope to see you for that, but until then, cheerio.